Hi, I'm Julie, keeper of my home. Welcome back to my channel. I have a porch that needs to be cleaned, winterized. I need to take all the fall decorations down, and if you watched last week's video, you'll see where I left off from cleaning my house going out onto the porch. So this is a continuation of last week's video. If you have not seen that, please go back and check that video out. I know that you'll love it. It's got lots of cleaning motivation for you. And if you like motivating videos, you'll love it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today, and please consider subscribing and joining my family of keepers. And if this is a video that you like, it helps me tremendously if you leave me a thumbs up and a comment below letting me know where you're from. Okay, so right now I have stripped the bed and I'm putting a big tarp over the bed. I have a plastic sort of kind of like waterproof mattress cover that stays on the mattress. We just leave the bed out there. It's a whole lot easier than taking it down, taking it apart, and putting it away. So I just leave it all out there and I cover it with a tarp. This porch really doesn't get a whole lot of snow on it, especially in this corner where it's kind of really guarded quite well. It is a screen porch, but like I said, we don't get a lot of blowing snow in here. We're surrounded by woods, so not a lot blows around. But right now, I'm just covering this bed, and I need to get all of the fall decorations taken care of. I need to take them all down. It is freezing cold. You'll notice I have gloves on, and I'm layered because it really is cold. It's probably 29 or 30 degrees out there. And yeah, it's pretty cold, and it's snowing and blowing outside. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but in a few of these clips as I go along, you probably will see the snow outside. So sit back and enjoy, or turn this up, turn the music up, and work right along beside me. The background looks like a movie backdrop, doesn't it? But it's real, folks. Look at all of that snow just blowing around. It's our first snowstorm of the season. Just in case you're wondering where I was putting everything from over there, it's all here because it actually all goes in that big chest. But I've got to get the rug out from underneath of that chest, which means I need it to be as light as I can get it. And look how cold it is out here. It's 30 degrees. Yeah, this whole area, that trunk chest is got, I have stuff in it. I'm going to need to clean the stuff out to lighten it. I've got to turn it around so that it goes this way up against that wall because that's where it goes for winter. I've got to get the rug out from underneath of it, roll it up, get that put with the other one, get them down into the basement. This stuff has all got to go.
the apples and different stuff that I've used what I can use out of those, what I'm going to use out of them. And the rest of it's going to go into the compost. The pumpkins have started rotting, so they're going to go into the compost. The corn stalks over here. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to do, and I don't know if I can move that by myself or not. I'm going to do what I can. And for right now, I think the best thing for me to do is get my boots on so that I can get this stuff out to the compost. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
So the first bunch of stuff goes out. Oops, I almost fell. Who says life isn't a balancing act, right? This is all going out to the compost. I keep several composts out along the edge of the woods. I just throw like the stuff that I clean out of my flower beds, my potager garden, any decorations like this, natural stuff. I just throw it into that compost and I turn it. I've got pumpkins out there. I've actually thrown a lot of different things out there, squashes and things, and the next spring I actually have plants growing. It's kind of neat to just throw stuff in there. A compost is usually, if it's done really well, there's heat in it, so there's a warmth to it that kind of, I guess, gets the seeds going, and they just grow in the spring, and I love that. So I'm going to be throwing the pumpkins out there as well, and I'm hoping for pumpkins next year. I'm just hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. So we'll see. I wanna get to know you better. Hey. I'm gonna jingle with you now. How much fun it's gonna be together. What do I get? How much it means no.
Okay, so to move this, I'm going to use these things. They're like little sliders you put under furniture to move it. But for right now, I need to put some of this stuff away. I'm going to... Most of this stuff goes inside of here, so I'm going to have to dig it out before I can get into it, before I can move it. Can you see the snow coming down? It is getting heavier and heavier. My lips are getting more frozen all the time. See how well it's moving. This just literally, I could not have moved this before. So, what I need to do is, maybe what I'll do is I'll totally move it off. I got my love to keep me warm. Normally I would vacuum this before, but it is freezing cold, and it's something I can do in the spring, which I would do in the spring anyway. Okay, my battery is just about ready to die, so I might have to get back to you after this is done. You can see that this is full. I've got it moved, I've got the rug up. It's full and ready to be closed. The rest of this space is all cleaned up. I'm not going to worry about the floor. I have no concerns with the floor whatsoever. It's winter. It's going to be cleaned again in the spring. So these leaves will just blow around and that's fine by me. My main thing was getting all of the essential things packed away and just winterized. So let me just show you what I did while my camera battery was dead. I did charge it, but it's only charged a little bit. So you can see this area, and then of course right here, these are the things that are going into the basement. So I've just huddled them into a little corner here. This is also going into the basement, so that's all stuff I need to take down there. Over here, the table, obviously you saw it folded up, that's gone. Oh, I see one more thing. I see one thing that I forgot. Let me take care of that. Okay, that's taken care of. That little cabinet stores a lot of things, which is really nice. Okay, so the bed is winterized. That picture on the wall there with the bed, that's coming down. I do have a winter picture. But you know, I don't know if I'm going to bother putting that up here. Usually, my lips are so froze, so I apologize for that because it's really hard to talk in this cold. I'm going to take that picture down. I will sometimes do the porch, decorate it, but I don't think I'm going to this year. Maybe the picture that I usually put up there, I'll find a new home for. But for right now, oh my gosh, I feel so behind the times. I'm so glad this is done, done, checked off my list. I do not have to worry about this porch again until spring. Well, with the exception of that wreath. I'll probably take that down and put it back down into the basement where it goes. This is what the living room looks like now. I need to get the most of this into the basement and the sheets and blankets and things into the laundry. So let's get that done. Rugs are downstairs. I still have all the stuff that's on the porch to be brought down there. But my father-in-law called and I need to go to town and help him with a couple of things. So I gotta take a break. Gotta take a break, stop this. I'll probably load, bring that stuff in off the porch, kind of pile it in my nice clean entryway, and have my husband bring it down when he gets home after work, because I don't know how long I'm going to be. So, I guess I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I inspired you and motivated you to do a few things. My lips are frozen because before I went downstairs, I actually had to run outside. A couple of our sons were here last night, and one of them lost his glasses. He thinks he may have dropped them outside. I went outside to look, but I could not find them. The snow has a really good crusty layer on it, so I don't think they would have, I think I would have been able to see them on the snow, but I could not see them anywhere. I'm going to look again because my husband's going to snowblow tonight. We don't want them going into the snowblower. So I'll look again, yeah, I was outside and it is cold. It's, the wind chill is, I think, 17. So yeah, it's pretty cold out there. My lips feel so frozen right now. It's so hard to talk. But I hope the weather is nice in your neck of the woods. If it's not, I'm sorry. So until next time.